Hey, all you radical dudes and dudettes. Yesterday, Milestone released some totally radical news. The Aloha Expansion has finally been announced. The official lineup includes Recreation, can't wait for that one, Fire Rescue, Lumberjack, Grandma Gravedigger, still think that should have been in the Gravedigger Legacy Pack, but you know, whatever. Full Charge, man, that's gonna be a great expansion pack. Of course, included with that, we've got a whole new environment, man, like totally radical Hawaii themed. We've got new circuit races, and of course, we've got a new arena for trophy hunt and for survival mode. During some of my multiplayer live streams, some of my party members were able to crash into Hawaii maps. I've got videos, I'll put some up in the top right corner. I'm also going to release a compilation video next week as kind of a preview before we get to see Aloha in action the following week. I also looked at the patch history, and I did notice that Milestone released a small patch on the 29th of November, that's Black Friday, and there's no patch notes associated with it. In our multiplayer sessions, we did notice that we were not crashing into Hawaii as frequently as we used to, so I'm gonna guess that that particular bug has been fixed. But yeah, anyway, I'm totally excited for the monster truck lineup that we've got in Aloha. It's going to be so awesome. That is going to drop on December 19th, the week before Christmas. Also announced, we've got Yeti. Yeti's going to be really cool. That's not going to be until January 9th. And I was kind of doing some comparisons with Yeti from the Fire and Ice Steel Titans, the original Steel Titans, and they look very, very similar. Now, I'm going to guess that they took Spin Master's 3D rendering and they probably modeled it straight from Spin Master's 3D rendering. Most likely both Milestone and Rainbow Studios did the same thing, so that's why they look so similar, because you know, what else are you gonna do? Let me pull them both up side by side. It's not the best resolution on Spin Master's version here. Oh, there we go, we can zoom in there. It actually looks a little low res to me, but it could just be that this promo image is a little low res and it's not indicative of what the truck is gonna look like once it finally releases. But to me, this truck from Milestone actually looks slightly lower res than the truck from Steel Titans. The last official announcement was for the Off the Leash pack, which is going to be coming at the end of January. I think it's January 30th. Yeah, there it is right there at the top, January 30th. Now, we know from previous leaks that the Off the Leash pack is going to include all of the Mercury Mutts, and we can see here that this is the Mercury version of Monster Mutt, original Monster Mutt. We do have one more image. Now, this isn't really a leak because this is an official Milestone image that they released a few months back. This is a variant of Monster Mutt. This is the Milestone variant. I'm gonna go over some more of the variant options here in just a moment, but in case you hadn't seen it yet, this is the Milestone variant. It's inverted colors. That's all the official news that I've got from Milestone. You can find this either on their Instagram or Facebook accounts. But now let's take a look at the spreadsheet. This is spoiler territory. If you don't want to stick around, I understand. Go ahead and watch one of my other videos. I'll put a link up in the top right corner. All right, let's look at the DLC that we've gotten so far. We've started off with Soldiers and Pirates, which had Black Pearl, Soldier Fortune Black Ops, and Captain's Curse. Then we had a free DLC with JCB Digatron with the Standard and Ice. Then we had the Gravedigger Legacy Pack earlier in November, which had 25th Anniversary, 30th Anniversary, and Gravedigger Retro. Then we had, just last week for Thanksgiving, we got Megabyte with Megabyte Fire. And now, in December 19th, early Christmas present, we're gonna get the Aloha Expansion Pack with 5 new tracks and 5 new trucks. I'm so excited for that. As we saw in the preview, we're gonna get Fire Rescue, Full Charge, Lumberjack, Recreation, and Gravedigger Standard. All right, let's look at Fire Rescue real quick. So Fire Rescue Standard has 2 variants, Fire Rescue Fire. Now, there is no official Spin Master Fire Rescue Fire version out there. So Fire Rescue Fire is going to be a Milestone original design. And the way that they've done Fire versions is kind of have a black base coat with flames coming across the front. It looks really sharp. I think I've been particularly impressed with pretty much every Fire variant that Milestone has come up with. And I have no reason to doubt that Fire Rescue Fire is also going to look fire. Then we have Fire Rescue Milestone. Now, when it comes to the Milestone variants, there's two different patterns that Milestone has followed. The first is having a black base coat with kind of this chrome rainbow hologram reflector that we see here in El Toro Loco. Or the other thing that Milestone tends to do when they make it a Milestone variant is they just invert the color. So like this, originally we thought this was Max D Gears, but it's not Gears because Gears actually has white tires with gold rims, and there's no gold rims on this particular one. If I hit Control I here in Photoshop, it inverts the colors, and look, that's a black and gray Max D with fire red coming down the side, right? And in fact, if we look at a regular Max D and then we invert the colors, bam, we've got Milestone Max D. Now, of course, there are some differences, like Milestone Max D has black spikes and of course the black tires, but let's not look at the tires because the tires are bugged right now. But otherwise, these two trucks are pretty much the same truck, right? All they did was just invert the colors and bam, that's all you got. Now, it just so happens that Max D Gears is very, very similar to the inverted colors. That's just the way that it works. It happens to be that way. But here, take a look at Megalodon, right? If we hit Control I, look, that's the Sand Shark Megalodon that I've been talking about. It's just inverted colors. And that's what Milestone has done. They just inverted the colors. Same with Zombie here. If I could hit Control I, look, that's the Milestone variant. It's just inverted colors. So taking that into account, let's take a look at Fire Rescue and hit Control I. Bam. Now we've got kind of an aqua color Fire Rescue with white tires. I think that might be the direction that they go with Milestone variant of Fire Rescue. The only thing that makes me question whether or not that's what they're going to do is because Ranger Rescue is actually supposed to be coming out in the Always On Duty pack, and this actually looks very, very close to the colors of Ranger Rescue, which is also a kind of a minty green color. So there might be a little bit of a conflict there, but either with if it's inverted or with the black and chrome, I think it would look really good. We'll just have to wait and see. Next up is Full Charge. Full Charge Ice, and then Full Charge also has a Milestone variant. Now again, with Full Charge, same thing. We could get a black base coat with chrome, and I think that would look pretty sharp, but take a look at this. You ready? Look at that. Would that not be the coolest thing ever? Have an inverted colors, have a hot green, like a neon green with glowing rims? I mean, that would be sick, wouldn't it? I don't know. Milestone, if you don't have this as a variant, let me suggest it to you. I think this would be a super cool variant for Full Charge. Okay, other variants, we've got Lumberjack Standard, Lumberjack Orange, which is a real life truck, so they're just mimicking the real life truck, and then Lumberjack Ice. JCB Digatron Ice is considered one of the best ice variants in the game, if not of all of Spin Master. So I fully expect that Milestone is going to pull off great things with Lumberjack Ice. Then we've got Recreation Standard, Recreation Hunter from Zombies and Hunters. Now that is not an official Spin Master truck, so I imagine something along the lines of what Earthshaker did with like the chains coming down and hooks and things like that. I don't know, that might be a little bit gruesome and morbid for a kid's game, so they may not go quite that far, but the color schemes with the brown and the grays, I think is probably what they're going to go with there. And then Recreation Fire, again, black base coat with flames coming off the front. I think that's going to be pretty sick. Recreation is one that everybody's really looking forward to. Then we've got Gravedigger Grandma and Gravedigger Grandma Fire, which is going to be great. We already have Gravedigger Fire variant, so a Gravedigger Grandma Fire probably will pay homage to that same design philosophy: black base coat, red lettering, red grave tombstones and all that kind of stuff, red ghost in the background of the graveyard. Then we have Gravedigger Grandma Milestone. Now I would say the contender for having the hologram or rainbow, whatever you want to call it, metallic highlights, that would probably go for Gravedigger Grandma, I would say. But there's already a Gravedigger variant with the hologram and everything. But you know what, we also already have a Gravedigger Ice, and then we got 25th anniversary Ice, and they look almost identical. So, you know, having a Gravedigger Grandma with this style probably is not unheard of. But just for funsies, let's take a look at what Gravedigger Grandma would look like inverted. I don't know about that. So we would have a pink chassis, pink wheels. I mean, okay, now the fact that Kristen Anderson's flag is on the back of this, maybe they will. Maybe it'll be white, a white Gravedigger. I don't think we've seen a white Gravedigger yet. A white Gravedigger with pink chassis for Kristen. You know, honestly, at first I was kind of like, ew, brother, ew. But the more I look at this, the more I'm thinking maybe this could work. Maybe an inverted Gravedigger Grandma might be kind of nice. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on an inverted white Gravedigger with pink chassis. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Okay, let's look at Yeti real quick. So the only variant for Yeti is inverse. Now, here's the thing about inverse, right? So there is a difference between inverse and the milestone variants, right? So if we take a look at past inverse trucks, we have higher education and then higher education inverse. It's not actually inverted colors. It's not negative colors like what milestone is doing. These are reversed placement of colors. So instead of having a white body and black BKTs like the original, we have a black body with yellow BKTs. So it's the placement of the colors are swapped. It's not actually inverted. Now, what's kind of cool about higher education is if we hit Control I, now we've got a blue body with white tires. I think that would be kind of cool, actually. And then same with if you take higher education inverse and we inverted the color, now we got a white chassis with blue tires. That might actually be sick too. But anyway, we're not talking about higher education right now. We're talking about Yeti. So let's take a look at Yeti and let's just hit Control I and see what it looks like here. So it's kind of a brown color. I would guess it would be like a Sasquatch, right? So that might be actually kind of cool, like a Bigfoot. You can't use Bigfoot, obviously, but a Sasquatch, and I think Sasquatch actually might be used by Hot Wheels. But yeah, Yeti inverse with brown colors to make it look like Bigfoot. That might be kind of cool. That might be kind of cool. I hope they ditch the white tires, though. I like the black tires. Okay, last but not least, let's take a look at Off the Leash. So we've got Monster Mutt Dalmatian, original body, standard. So again, these are the Mercury Mutts. And then we've got Monster Mutt Dalmatian, original body, gears. There is no official gears for Monster Mutt Dalmatian. There is a Galaxy version for Monster Mutt Dalmatian, but not gears. So this will be something different. Just knowing what we know from the past, gears variants tend to be inverted colors. Let's just do a thought experiment and see what Monster Mutt Dalmatian would look like inverted. Control I. So it's got, instead of a white body, it's going to have black body with white spots. And plus, gears tend to be all white. But Monster Mutt Dalmatian is already white, so I don't know. I don't know how you would do a gears variant of Monster Mutt Dalmatian unless you made the spots gold. That might be kind of fun. A white Monster Mutt Dalmatian with gold spots and gold rims and white tires. Okay, I can get behind that. But I don't like black body with white spots like an inverted. We already have a Monster Mutt Dalmatian inverse from both Spin Master and in Steel Titans 2 with the black body and the white spots, white ears. Not my favorite, to be quite honest. So if they do something like this for gears, but that wouldn't make sense. This isn't a gears variant. This is inverse. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. That'll be kind of interesting to see what they do for that. So then they have Monster Mutt Dalmatian, original body, so Mercury Mutt, milestone. So that, again, it could be either the negative inverted colors or it could be the black with the chrome. I kind of hope that this one is black with chrome because we've already got so many strange Monster Mutt Dalmatian variants. I think a black with chrome variant on this would actually look pretty sharp. Then we've got Monster Mutt original body, so Mercury Mutt. And then we have Monster Mutt original body galaxies. We don't know what this is going to look like, but we know it's going to be purple because all of the galaxies are purple. Then we have Monster Mutt original body milestone. We've already seen this version. This was the one I hinted at earlier. That we've seen this a few months ago. Milestone released this officially. Again, this is that style where they invert the colors. Take a look at this. This is a Spin Master toy, but if I just hit Control I, that is almost exactly this, right? I think there's some slight colorations, like the collar is purple, the jawline is more darker blue than this, and the body's a slightly different color. But I mean, it's pretty much inverted colors, just like this one is. And then last but not least, we've got Monster Mutt Rottweiler Standard. Now this is going to be the 3D body. This is not going to be the Mercury body. And we've got Monster Mutt Rottweiler Fire. Again, Milestone does a great job with the Fires variant, so I'm excited to see what they do with Monster Mutt Rottweiler Fire. And then Monster Mutt Rottweiler Zombie Invasion. And we know what that looks like because there was an official Spin Master version of that. I'm going to reserve final judgment when it finally comes out because honestly, Megalodon Zombie didn't turn out that bad. I think that's actually one of the favorites people like to drive. So maybe this will be okay. You never know. It might turn out all right. Anyway, that's all the news I've got for you today, dudes. What do you think about Aloha? Are you as excited about it as I am to hang 10 with your favorite monster truck? Which truck are you looking forward to playing with the most, dudes? In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button if you wouldn't mind. And don't forget to check out the video that you see on your screen right now. And hey, we'll see you guys on the flip side. Later, everybody. Bye.